Here's how I analyze companies that I'm going to sell puts or calls on. So if I'm on mobile, I love to just go over to the Yahoo Finance app. You can download it. And what you want to do is head over to the chart. So I'm just going to use NVIDIA as our example, and I'm just going to click into the chart right here. You want to make sure you're on the 6-month chart, and then we're going to add 2 indicators here that are really simple and easy to understand. So in the top right section, click that little plus sign, and you want to click add indicators. There's 2 that I recommend you put in. Number 1 is going to be your Bollinger Bands, and then set the period as 30 days. This is going to give us our 30-day moving average. I'll explain that in a second, right? And we're going to click done and add. After that, we're going to click that plus button again, click add indicators, select RSI. I'm going to explain what that is here in a second, and click add. So now we have a super intimidating chart that of course is going to scare 99% of people away, but it's not complicated. Let me explain to you what these indicators do. This Bollinger Band, this range that you're seeing on your screen right now for this stock, is basically using historical data to tell you what range a stock is most likely to trade in. For example, if we're looking at NVIDIA here, you can see every time it hits the top of that Bollinger Band, it starts to retract. And every time it hits the bottom of the Bollinger Band, it starts to go back up, right? So for example, with NVIDIA, you can see the stock is trading around $120 right now, and it's towards the bottom of the Bollinger Band. Usually when it's towards the bottom, that means a lot of people are selling it off, right? The sentiment of the company, people are just trying to get out of their stock. But that's the best time to sell calls on because your premiums are going to be the best. Now, your RSI here down below basically is an indicator of how overbought or oversold a company is, okay? If it's in that 30, mid 40 range, that means a lot of people are selling off the company. And if a lot of people are selling off a company, right, what does that do to the price? It sends it lower. Now, if it's above 50, it's in that high 50 range, 60, 70 range, that means a lot of people are buying the company, right? And what does that do? If a lot of people are buying a company, right, it shoots the stock price up higher. So my rule of thumb was selling calls and selling puts. If it's towards the bottom of the Bollinger Band, I'm selling my puts because that's when my premiums are going to be the best. If it's towards the top of the Bollinger Band, that's when I'm selling my calls because my premiums are going to be the best. Hope that helped you out. If it did, hit like and follow.